Welcome to Satish Navdrishti, and thank you for being here. If you have been watching the rise of artificial intelligence in India, you already know how fast things are changing. From the chatbot in your banking application that approves a credit card in minutes, to AI platforms like Kisan GPT that tell farmers when to irrigate or spray, technology is moving at a breathtaking pace, we all know. But here is the real question everyone is struggling with. Is India's regulatory framework keeping up? Think about it for a moment. When a hospital in Hyderabad uses AI to scan X-rays and detect early signs of tuberculosis, who is responsible if the AI gets it wrong? Or take it when a fintech startup uses AI to decide your loan eligibility, how do we make sure the algorithm isn't biased? Or when a school starts using AI proctoring tools for online exams, what happens to all the data being collected? These aren't futuristic scenarios. They are happening across India right now. And that's exactly why we need to talk about India's emerging AI governance framework. In today's video, we will explore what this framework really means, why it goes far beyond the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, and what it means for you, whether you are a developer building the next breakthrough model, a business leader deploying AI, a policymaker shaping the future, or simply a citizen whose data is being used every single day. Stay with me because this conversation might change the way you think about AI and the law in India for years to come. India is not just a consumer of global AI anymore. It is positioning itself as a global AI power. Let's understand the three pillars of India's AI strategic vision. The first one is the full AI stack. This is India's bid for true end-to-end sovereignty in intelligence, from designing our own chip and building hyperscale data centers to crafting AI applications rooted in the realities of our people and our geography. The goal is very simple: own the entire intelligence chain rather than relying on models shaped elsewhere. The second one is the India AI mission, backed by millions of investment by Government of India. This mission is laying down the nation's AI super infrastructure, highways, power lines, and fuel stations of the AI era, high compute clusters, Indian language datasets, and dedicated AI safety institutes form its core. Think of it as India's Chandrayaan movement for AI. And lastly, AI for all. This is the heart of the vision, democratizing AI so it reaches not just to the English speaking metros, but to a farmer in Vidarbha checking soil health, a student in Arunachal Pradesh accessing personalized learning, a shopkeeper in Varanasi managing his business with AI tools. Agriculture, healthcare, education, governance. The vision is very simple: reach out every sector and every citizen. Now let's get into the heart of today's discussion. Many people assume that the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, the DPDPA Act passed in 2023, is enough to govern AI in India. But let me be clear, it isn't. The DPDPA Act, along with its rules notified in November 2025, is an excellent foundation. It tells us how personal data should be collected, processed, stored, and protected. It gives citizens crucial rights: the right to know how their data is used, the right to correct it, the right to withdraw consent. But here is the real gap. AI systems don't just use your data, they make decisions about you. They decide whether you get a home loan or not. They decide what news or information appears on your screen. They decide whether a hospital's alert system flags a risk in your medical report. These are not routine data operations. These are high impact, sometimes life altering decisions. DPDPA governs data. AI governance must govern decisions, accountability, and outcomes. That's why Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology of India released the AI governance guidelines in November 2025 under the India AI mission. These guidelines form the next layer, a dedicated, purpose-built framework for AI that brings together risk management, ethics, transparency, accountability, and innovation into one coherent structure. India's AI governance framework stands on what it calls the seven sutras, guiding principles for building AI that is safe, trusted, and inclusive. The word sutra is intentional. In our intellectual tradition, a sutra is a distilled thread of wisdom, simple in form, profound in impact. Let's walk through each one. The first sutra is human-centricity. AI must serve people, not replace their agency. Human dignity, welfare, and rights must sit at the center of every design, every choice. If an AI system boosts efficiency but harms workers, misleads consumers, or erodes trust, it violates this sutra. Privacy by design is the second sutra. Privacy cannot be an add-on. It must be woven into the system from the first line of code. Think of it like a fire safety. You build it into the blueprint, not after the building is complete. The third sutra is fairness. India's diversity is its strength and its challenge both. With 22 official languages, multiple religions, and deep gender and regional disparities, AI cannot afford to be biased. This sutra demands that AI works for every Indian, not just the dominant demographic. The fourth sutra is explainability. AI decisions must be explainable. Citizens, auditors, and regulators should be able to understand how and why an outcome was reached. This is not just a technical requirement, it is a democratic one. The fifth sutra is innovation first. Here is where India diverges from many global approaches. The goal is not to choke innovation with fear. Regulation must enable innovation, not suffocate it. Trust and adoption must rise together. The sixth sutra is accountability and responsibility. The buck must stop somewhere. Developers who build AI, deployers who integrate it, and operators who run it, each must carry clear responsibility for outcomes, risks, and harms. No ambiguity, no blame shifting. And the last one is sustainability. AI consumes enormous energy. Training a single large model can emit as much CO2 as multiple long haul flights. India's vision for AI that is not only economically viable but environmentally responsible, aligned with our long-term sustainability goals. Good governance needs strong institutions. So let's look at who actually implements and enforces India's AI framework. At the top sits the AI Governance Group, a permanent interagency body that coordinates national AI policy across ministries. Think of it as India's Supreme Council for AI governance, bringing together Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Niti Aayog, sectoral regulators, and key stakeholders to ensure one unified national direction. Just below it is the Technology and Policy Expert Committee. This is where engineers, ethicists, legal scholars, and industry veterans sit at the same table. No more policy crafted in isolation from technical reality. This committee ensures standards, rules, and safeguards are grounded in how AI actually works. Then comes the technical arm of India, the AI Safety Institute. It conducts rigorous testing, red teaming, and independent evaluation of high-risk AI systems before deployment. If an AI model is powerful, sensitive, or potentially harmful, it must pass through AI Safety Institute scrutiny. Finally, the Data Protection Board, created under the DPDPA Act. This sits at the intersection of data governance and AI governance. Any AI system that processes personal data must comply with both the AI framework and the DPB's oversight. This ensures that data rights and AI accountability move in sync. The beauty of this architecture is simple. It is collaborative, not siloed. A network of institutions designed to keep India's AI ecosystem safe, trusted, and future ready. Sometimes great frameworks fail without execution. So the real question is, how does India plans to actually operationalize all of this? India's implementation roadmap is structured into three clear phases, each building on the previous one, each designed to scale capability, compliance, and confidence across the ecosystem. The first 100 days are about momentum and proof. Core policies are published, the AIGG is formally activated, pilot certifications begin in select sectors. This phase is about demonstrating that the machinery works. Over the first year, India develops sector-specific blueprints for the BFSI, healthcare, manufacturing, and public sectors. Each domain has unique use cases, risks, and failure modes. A single uniform rulebook won't cut it. This phase tailors governance to the realities of each industry. By month 24, the goal is full ecosystem adoption. AI governance becomes the norm, not the exception, and India positions itself as a global voice in AI governance, shaping conversations at the G20, the Global Partnership on AI, and key bilateral tech dialogues. This leads to a bigger picture. India is not aiming to simply follow the European AI Act or the US executive order on AI safety. India wants to be a rule maker, not a rule taker. By crafting a governance model that balances bold innovation with rights respecting safeguards, India can offer the global south a credible alternative, one that avoids both extremes, the EU's heavy regulatory hand and the US's relatively hands-off approach. What's the big takeaway from today's video? India is building an AI governance architecture that is ambitious, principled, and uniquely Indian. It goes beyond data protection into the landscape of algorithmic accountability, AI safety, institutional oversight, and global leadership. The seven sutras, human-centricity, privacy by design, fairness, explainability, innovation first, accountability, and sustainability are not just pretty words. They are operational principles that will shape regulatory expectations for every company deploying AI in India. Whether you are a startup founder, a compliance officer, a technology policy researcher, or simply someone who cares about the future of digital governance in India, this framework matters to you. If you found this video useful, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who should know about India's AI governance journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed. Thanks.